Good morning, everyone. How are we all doing today? I'm just getting my coffee nice and safe. So good morning. How are we all doing? We have sun. We have sun here. So I'm just going to say hello to everyone, give everyone a moment to come and say hello. And this is a project that I want to get started on really quickly because I really want to show you it from start to finish. So I'm just going to let everyone have a moment to come and join me. When you do come and say hi. And of course, give me a weather check because we know I love to know what the weather is. At the moment, it is a bright but windy Bristol. Right, let's see what we're doing, making sure. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, no, we're okay. Oh, the moment of wobbles then. Right, so just to let me know if you are here, come and say hi. It's nice to see what's going on. Oh, it's done a little bit of a weird layout. Oh, sorry, it's just changed a little bit. It confused me. So let's come straight in and show you the projects that we have for today. So today we have got these lovely mermaid bracelets. Oh, they're not mermaid bracelets, but it just makes me think of a mermaid style. So we've got these lovely bracelets here in a silver and a gold version. We have 1.25 wire back, everyone. We know how much we love that, but we actually have it in gold. So it's the first time we've had the gold. We've had the silver before, but we have the gold. Sorry, my dog just wants to. Here we go, go on, Benny. So let me switch to code. But if you are here, come and say hi. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? Good morning from a bright, cold, and a very wet day yesterday. It was really random. Yesterday, the weather was absolutely crazy. We had proper full gale winds. We had rain. It was really, really surreal weather. Today is a bit calmer, but it is still very windy. My husband's home today because we're going to be going to the local social club later and doing a little bit of Cheltenham racing for the day virtually. And he took the dogs out this morning and he was like, it's really windy still. So yeah, I'm going to just let everyone come and say hello, and I'm going to switch over and let you see what we have today. So we have got these lovely wirework cuffs. Good morning, Yolanda from Michigan. Wow, how's the weather there? And what time is it? I'm curious. So we have these gorgeous wirework cuffs. I absolutely love these. When I saw these hematite square beads, I knew I wanted to do something cool with it, and I knew I wanted to do like a cuff with them woven in this style. But I did not think it would come out as cool as it did. I'm not going to lie. I was really, really happy with the outcome. And they've got a really lovely weight and a really lovely texture to them. And these are going to be a little bit of a make your own. You add your wire and you choose your beads. Hi, everyone. I'm starting to come in now. Good morning to Carol. Good morning to Sandra from Rainy Barnstable. And then 6:03 in the morning here in Michigan. Well, that's not too bad. I think we have Anastasia comes in and she's like, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, Camille. Good morning, Laura. And perhaps bright here today. Hope you're well. Well, I feel like you and I, we weather match, don't we, Camille? Because it is bright here today and there's a little bit of sun coming through. What is this? Pups are good. We actually have Benny behind me at the moment, so we do know that that's gonna. We know Sal's will be in soon. She'll be like, hello, move. But like I said, my husband's in the front room, so she might just stay in there and bother him. So we have got today these really cool kits. I am going to get started and show you how to get your hands on them because I really want to be able to show you these projects. Good morning, Mina. How are you today? So I'm going to take you over to the Totally Beads website. Doof. Where is it? Here. So as always, we go to totallybeads.co.uk. And then we come in, you find the video tutorials, and then you see all these lovely past and current projects. And we're going to go over to the Facet wire cuff bracelet. And it's sunny in Leicester after a horrid day yesterday. I feel like it's the same here, Mina. It was horrible yesterday. I went out for some lunch with a couple of friends of mine. We hit TK Maxx, and then we went and had a coffee and a bite to eat, and did a little bit of crafting, which was nice. But oh my goodness, the weather was insane. So we're going to go over to the facet wire cuff bracelet. You'll have the demonstration just here, which you'll be able to rewatch. And then, so as I said, the premise of this is going to be that you buy your wire color choice, and then you choose your hematite facet square beads to go with it. Now, these are discounted for the offer for today as well. So let's go ahead and have a little look. So you've got here for $2.99, you've got your facet wire cuff bracelet base. So this is the gold, and then you have the base with the silver. So it does obviously say here that you add your beads. Now I'm just going to pull up the details just because I've got it very well organized here. So you will get 70 centimeters of your 1.25 mil wire in your chosen color, and you will get 3 meters of your 0.5. Now we've gone for 0.5 today just because we are making that slightly heavier style bracelet, and so it is better to have that slightly heavier gauge of wire. And I just feel like the 0.5 is that nice balance of that in between. It's malleable enough for you to be able to use as a weaving wire, but it's a little bit stronger than your 0.4. So you go over for your $2.99. So you will be choosing your color. So you see here you got wire 1.25. So you'll get 70 centimeters of that, and you will get 0.5 wire, and you will get 3 meters of that. So Camille, just reading your message, Camille, not too far from you, about less than an hour to Bristol. Oh, okay. We were there on Wednesday for our favorite dim sum lunch. So good. And then spent a small fortune on stocking up on Chinese goodies in the supermarkets downstairs from the restaurant. Did you, where, right. I feel like we've had this conversation, but I have a head like a sieve. Where did you go, Camille? Is it in Eastgate, Eastgate or Eastville? Is it in Eastville or Eastgate? Is it there? Because I know there's a really big sort of like sort of Asian shopping market place there, and I know there's a restaurant attached. So I'm wondering if it's that. And if so, I need to know these details because I think I need to visit. Okay, so let's look at some of the beads that we have as an option choice. These are 4x2 mil faceted hematite square beads. You get a strand of them. They are, you can see their normal full price. So there's a discount on them today. So for example, the hematite, classic hematite color are £3.50. Your hematite faceted square in blue plating is £4.50. Your green gold is £4.50. I think it's because obviously these have been coated, so they're a little bit higher in price, but honestly, worth it for the effect. Your light blue plated, which is the one I have here with the silver, and then your silver pink plated. So some lovely color choices here. Oh, near the IKEA. I think it might be, you know, Camille. I think it might be. Morning, Elaine. You thought they were super duos? No. Oh yeah, he says he thinks it's Eastgate. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. My kids are in the St John Ambulance, and they did a duty last year there, and they had like this whole really cool like Chinese New Year event, and then they had little food stalls out in the sort of courtyard, and like a big display, and it was really cool. And I think that's where it is. So basically your materials, so basically this whole bracelet, you will use pretty much the whole strand. You will have a little bit left, and you can make maybe some earrings or a ring or something with that, but you will use pretty much the whole of the strand. This is a chunky weighty bracelet, but let's look at this together. $2.99 plus, let's say, you're $4.50, so let's round out to free. £7.50 for your bracelet, but honestly, you're not going to sell it for £7.50. There's time and effort that has gone into this, and these are they just look so cool. My friend came around yesterday and I realized I hadn't uploaded a picture of the gold version, and even she sees a lot of my work, you know, and she was like, oh my goodness, that's so cool and tactile and such a lovely feel to it as well. Good morning from Joanne. Sun is shining brightly in Coventry. It's still very breezy. Yeah, same. Good morning, Stacey from Flora Keys. Hi. Oh, you just put a little shark emoji because I adore that. Love sharks. That's so cool. Okay, let's go over and let's start doing the project itself. So again, here are the pieces for you right here. So obviously I've done them in this kind of like diamond kick out design. You can do these however you want. You could keep them as a parallel line and just have it as like a straight cuff like that. But I really love this. So I'm going to take this off so I can sort of show you the effect. So let me lift the camera up a little bit. So you simply pop it onto your wrist. Don't be afraid. People get a little bit worried about sort of, oh no, I don't want to, you know, you mold it to your wrist shape, you know, hold it around your wrist here and it will sit. Now, if you were worried and felt actually, I want extra security, I don't want that cuff, you can add a little link to it. You can add a toggle clasp to it here. You know, you can do whatever you want. But there's your design. I mean, it's so comfortable. It's got a beautiful feel. And you can see just kind of like, I feel like I'm trying to get you a good angle, but you can see how those beads sort of stand out as well. It's got a really lovely, like such a, you know, if you're a tactile person, if you're someone that likes the sort of handle things, sort of, it's really great for that. And again, to remove it, you simply take it off and there is your cuff. Same with your silver. Again, do not be afraid. Just pop that onto your wrist, pop it around, give it a mold. And again, there you go. You've got this here. And again, you can see that profile. It's just a really, I just think it's a lovely statement piece. So let's go ahead and see how we can make our own version. 6:10 there, Stacey. Wow, well, welcome. I hope you have coffee. That's what I'm going to say. So let's choose one of these colors. Let's go for the silver pink. I love, oh, then they've got the, I wonder if that's, no, I don't think I've got green gold. Was that green gold? No, that's gold. I'm going to go for the silver pink, which I think has got to be that one. Oh, look at these. So this is the strand of beads we have here. I feel like, have I got the, hi, Barbara. Oh, I hope, let me know if you have a go at making it. It would be lovely to see. We've got the blue plated here as well, which I feel is this one. Come here, give it back to me. Oh, this one wants to play with it. The blue. I mean, just look at that. Is that not just stunning? And I just felt like, I mean, just look at them, and they've got such a gorgeous feel to them. And this is hematite. I mean, this is a strand of hematite. Now, you will use the majority of this strand. So I'm actually going to go ahead, do a silver, and I'm going to use this gorgeous pink. What is it described as? Come over here. Silver pink. I mean, look at that. Is that not just, oh, it's really gorgeous. And I think it's even more stunning in real life. And I think anyone who's had these beads or these hematite beads in general, and the color range on them are just stunning. So these are going to be gorgeous. Let's use that with the silver. Okay, or shall I use the blue with the silver? Oh, shall I go blue? Let me know, silver or blue. Let me know, silver or blue. I'm going to use the silver wire. Okay, but I'm going to use the gold. I knew you were going to. Good morning, Sheila. It's glorious in Washington. Aha, I've got lots of people from across now. Oh, of course you do, Camille. A mixture. And you could totally get a couple of strands and mix them. I'm just seeing if I've got all of the colors. So we have the green gold. I'm just trying to click on the green gold and see. I feel like this is the green gold. This one here is the green gold. Let me see if it focuses. So this is the green gold. Okay. So that's the green gold. Let me see what we've got over here. The light blue is this one here. Let's it's just like, it just makes me think of like mermaid scales or dragon scales, you know. It's such a gorgeous feel to it. And then let's have a quick look. Let's go back. And then the pink, silver pink is this one here. So this is the one that's the silver pink. And actually, this is a good view. You can really see that color range on them. Gorgeous. And then you've got the blue, which I feel like this is the blue. It's a really gorgeous blue. It's really... Oh, again, I wish I could. It's like a real electric blue. I'm trying to like, there we go. Again, it's really electric-y in its blueness. Really bad describing there, but our stupid time changed over here. Spring forward. Oh yeah, ours is actually due in a couple of weeks, the spring in. There are other colors available. We've got the hematite. Now, there are other colours available. I'm not sure. You'd have to have a little look. I feel like this is the hematite. Your classic kind of dark silver. When it comes to... Come on, camera. It's been a little bit dramatic because there's stuff. See your hematite. Gorgeous classic hematite. These aren't listed on here, so I don't know the stock availability, but we do have this gorgeous pink. They're not listed under this bundle, but I do think if you had a little look for your hematite, there's this purple, but I don't know the stock. That's why I'm a bit hesitant about sort of saying it. So if I look at if I just try and take, bear with me, hematite facet square. Hematite facet square. I mean, get a couple of different strands, you know. Oh yeah, so there are others, but the others aren't discounted. So this purple is in stock, but it isn't discounted for the kit price. So this purple is available, but this is going to be full price of $5.29, but still an absolutely gorgeous strand. And so that's your colorways there. But I mean, just looking at these are the ones that are sort of suggested for the kit, including the two that we have here. And these are all discounted. The hematite is £3.50, which is this one here, and these other colors here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. These other 4 are all at the offer of £4.50. Was it £4.50? Yeah, £4.50. Okay, so I'm going to get started because I really need to get going with this now. But good morning, Anastasia. Oh, I see 6:15 now, so I see the time has gone forward. That makes sense. Right, let's get started. I'm just going to triple check if I've got silver 0.5 here. I might put it away because I'm great at doing that. What did I do? Because I had gold out, but then I've got silver base wire, which, to be fair, is absolutely fine. Let's just do that anyway. Let's go with that. So what color did we decide to go for? Everyone said the blue. I'm going to go blue. I am going to use the silver just as the base, just because I've used my gold for the demo. And then I'm going to use my 0.5 in the gold to do the weaving. So I've got my coffee here, which is obviously clearly needed. Oh, there it is. Oh, needed. There we go. It fell down the side. So we have our 0.5 gold as well to match. No, absolutely, Elaine. It's not a problem at all. Okay, so we're going to take some wine. I'm going to come up a little bit. Let's see how we're doing. Now, when it comes to measuring, so we've got this 1.25. This 1.25 is beautiful and malleable and easy to work with. So we're going to go along and we want to go, I think I've measured it to be, if you think of a bracelet, it's quite good to know roughly the size that you're going to do. So if you're going to do sort of small, medium and large, your small is going to be, let's say 6 An average small bracelet is about 6.5 inches. A sort of a medium is about 7.5, and then large can be 8.5. So if you kind of factor in the sort of two, sort of a smaller and a medium, and I always like to leave sort of approximately about an inch gap. So if I explain what I mean by that, when you put this on, when you place it around like this, there is that gap just here. And I like that to be probably around about an inch or so. Okay, so that again is optional, but factoring that in for your measurements. So you're going to want that as your body length. So if we open this out, which is effectively what we are going to be doing, we're going to be weaving this shape here. Okay, so this is going to be approximately, let's say we're going for a 7.5 inch bracelet. This is going to be approximately 7 inches, but that's also factoring in this as well. So this whole bit here is around about 7 inches from this point to this point. Now we do have that dip, so we have to factor that in. So that's going to give a little bit more length to it. And we're also going to need to do our sort of decorations at the ends to give that a nice finish. So that's got to be factored in. So I tend to like to do Wonder Woman's magic bundle. 100%. You could turn it into a little head. I'm going to have to just switch it. Just I can't believe how much it is, but it's kind of cool. You could kind of make a headpiece with it as well. Yeah, it's very cool. I will be. Oh, I can't go straight to. I mean, you could convert it into a choker style necklace if you wanted to as well, if you sort of styled it correctly. Maybe not having that point, but maybe having it so it just goes across in that straight line. Lots you could do with this, but just to remember the amount of beads that you're going to use. So just for this one bangle, you use pretty much this whole strand. Okay, and you'll see why, because you can see it here, we're stacking them up. So you see how you're going to use a lot of those beads up. So we're going to place that here, and what I'm going to do is, so let's say, like I said, you want 7 inches, and then we need to allow a little bit for that point and some extra. So I probably would say I want a 7-inch bracelet. I'm probably going to do a 10-inch length, because I want to have wire either side for me to be able to sort of decorate. So if I think 7 inches, and then I know I want to be able to do some swirls, so I'm probably going to want maybe 1.5 inches either side. That would give me about my 3 inches. So 7 to 11 inches for sort of like a sort of a 7-inch bracelet to allow for a 7.5 inch wrist. That makes sense. Hopefully it does. Okay. So am I actually going to measure it? I should really, shouldn't I? I'm awful for doing this, but yeah. So I said about 10 inches. Might go for about 11. To be honest, you have enough here to be able to go for about 11. You can go oversize it a little bit if you want to. So I might even go for sort of about 12 inches. I'm going to do 12 inches, and then I will, if I cut any off, I'll let you know and sort of get that more accurate sizing. But you have enough to be able to sort of do 12 inches, 2 pieces, and I still have wire left. So you have enough there to be able to, don't be afraid to use that wire. Don't think, oh goodness, if I use it, I'm not going to be able to, you know, I'm going to run out of wire. It's fine. So I'm going to take my 0.5, and I'm going to work with as long a piece as I can or comfortably want to work with. Bearing in mind we have to add beads on. I know you can see me, so I'm doing like a wingspan length because I want to be able to add my beads on. And this is a really easy weave to be able to add into. So we'll come down, move this out of the way. Right. So I'm going to start probably about 2 inches. Yeah, approximately 2 inches from the end. Taking my wire, and I'm just going to leave a little tail, and I'm going to wrap 1, 2, and 3. Whether you're left or right-handed doesn't matter. I'm right-handed, so I will tend to start and work towards the right. So just to explain, I've started at the sort of left hand side so I can work towards the right. And I've actually attached my wire. You probably noticed I placed it in front and then went over. So I'm saying that for a reason. People put wires on in different direction. It doesn't affect the weave, but it just can throw you off if you put it in a different direction to me. And it really doesn't matter. So just move that down. Okay. I think Savs is going to wander in a minute. So all I've done so far is attach it. I'm bringing my wire up across both those wires now. So we'll call it wire 1 and 2. Across wire, both those wires is going to come into the middle. And I'm going to wrap 1, 2, and 3 times around that top wire, wire number 2. There we go. The wire for me is now coming across the back. So I'm going to come straight down across the back and I'm going to come over and wrap wire number 1 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. Now what I want to do is I just want to start to open these out into a V. So I want to start to open these wires out into that V shape. And you can move this down a little bit if you don't want too much wire at the end. You can adjust it a little bit. And I'm going to start to widen this out into a V. Place it down. Now I'm going to take my beads. I'm going to go for the blue because 1, it was popular, and 2, it's going to be easy for you to see. Now these strands are like 2 strands running through. So I'm going to cut the end. What I'm actually going to do is try and cut just 1. Okay, and then I'm going to just try and remove 1 of these strands. It will make adding the beads to the wire easier. And then I've done that on one end. I've just cut 1 wire piece, and then on the other end I'm going to cut them both, as in like that knot off. The first one is going to be all a bit away. I'm just going to see if I can get rid of one of these. One of them is, which one? Might work better when I've got a few more off. Oh, she's playing games. It just makes adding the beads on a little bit easier. I obviously can cut it very well. We'll do it in a minute. I'm going to take my first bead. I'm going to pop it on. I'm going to go all the way down. Excuse me. And what I want to do is I want it to sit in that first little slot of that V. Now, when you see it like that, it looks like it's not going to fit. But as soon as you do the profile, it fits in there perfectly. But what you want to do is just try to get it to fit. You see how I turned it around so that sort of diamond shape is facing you. Hold it steady. And we're going to go around 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's held steady. We've gone around 3 times. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure we don't distort it. Perfect. Okay. Now instead of going into the middle, well, we've never gone into the middle. We're going to continue our pattern. So make sure it's sitting in that right angle. So it's sitting how you want it to. Down across the back. Make sure it doesn't spin. Keep it steady with your hand. Across the back. Around that first wire. 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm actually going to go straight across the middle. So we're going to do like a plain wrap in between. So straight across. At no point do we go into the middle. Throughout this weave, we are always going just straight across those wires. And around the top. 1, 2, and 3. back across the back. 1, 2, and 3. You'll see that this weave creates almost like a little sort of tube, like a little tunnel. That means you're doing it right. Now I want to add another 2 beads. So I'm going to go 1. I'm going to literally stack them up. 1, 2, 3. We'll get to a point where there's about 13 and then we come back down again. So again, it's up to you. Obviously, it's your bracelet, it's your design. You might not want to do the diamond shape. You might want to just go for a parallel line, in which case you find the sort of width that you're happy with, and then you just continue going straight. I've got 2 placed there. I've got them sitting with in the correct angle. Keep it straight and steady with your hand. And 1, 2, and 3. Across the back. 1, 2, 3. Right across that front. So you have that plain wrap spacing them out. 1, 2, 3. Across the back. 1, 2, and 3. So as I said, if you wanted to get to 3 and then level it out, you 100% can. What I was trying to do with this was just remove one of these threads. So it means then that you can just kind of start to actually go directly to the, like I did do it. I just don't think I did a very good job of it. Because then it just means that you can, it's just easier for you to add your beads. It's fine when you've only got sort of a couple, but when you've got sort of, you're trying to put on 10, it's just nice to be able to go 1, 2, 3, and drop them straight on. So you can feed them straight on, straight down, all the way. Now remember, I'm doing this down flat because I'm showing you and I have a camera right in front of me, as you can see. It's going to be easier for you. So straighten those up, see how I've got them lined up, how they want to sit. Make sure to sit in between that space and then over 1, 2, 3. Let's up a little bit. There we go. Okay. We've got about there. Opening that into a slight V, keeping an eye on it. 1, 2, 3 across the back. Let's crunch it up. And then across the back. And then 1, 2, and 3. Straight across. 1, 2, 3. And over across the back. 1, 2, and 3. Now I'm ready to add my next 4 beads. So coming over to your piece, like I said, when you've only got a couple, it's not too bad, but it's good if you can kind of feed that wire straight through, straight on. Okay, all the way down. And it's making sure that as you go that you're sort of like matching your width of your wires, making sure as well that these are sitting in that right direction. So 1, 2, 3, all the way across the back, just keeping it nice and straight as we go along. 1, 2, 3, and I just really like bringing that plain wire up in the middle. Now you probably notice I tend to turn mine around. I just find that easier for me to control what's going on because I'm always working from that bottom wire, but everyone works differently. 1, 2, and 3. So we've got 4 beads. So now I'm going to go ahead and add 5. So try to remember to keep count. It's really irritating me because I feel like these are cut. Why it's not coming out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Popping it straight on, removing it from the string. Okay, all the way down. And this is pretty much what we're going to continue to do, but we shape it as we go. So it's really important that we keep an eye on these beads here, that they sit nice and sort of in that right direction, that they don't twist, because if they twist and you set it, then that's it. You won't be able to kind of unset it. So notice how I'm holding them stable with my thumb, and then across the back, straight down. Again, even now, still making sure it's staying in that right direction. Straight across, and then 1, 2, and 3. Rotate around. 1, 2, and 3. And so I'm just going to keep going with this. So might have got a bit slanting slightly, and I don't know why. So I'm just going to work on that. Just straighten them up a little bit. Get it nice and how you want it to go. Okay, that's it. So just balance now. There we go. So we're on 5. So now we've got to go for 6. So you can see how we can use a lot of these beads up quite quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you see now I'm just literally keeping them on the strand and then placing them around. It's actually a really nice, easy make, but you do just have to keep your eye on things, make sure these don't twist out of place. And just keep an eye on your tension. So 1, 2, 3. I'm coming over here, make sure they stay nice and straight. 1, 2, 3. And basically, obviously, I feel as well, it's a bit sort of based on the length of your bracelet. So obviously, the larger the bracelet, the higher your sort of point can go. But you could jump it up quicker if you wanted. You could go straight into 3. You know, it's up to you. So we just did 6. So how many have we got here? 2, 4, 6, 7. So like I said, I think I went up to sort of like 13 as my middle part. Oh, no, I didn't. So this can happen. I didn't do my plain wrap, but I've added my beads, and that's okay. I've just moved my beads down. So they're still on there. I just moved them down, continued my pattern because I wasn't paying attention. 1, 2, and 3. But it's okay. It's an easy fix. Nothing was hurt. I could have just taken them off, but I didn't want to. Place them how you want them. 1, 2, and 3. All the way across the back of this. 1, 2, 3. Keep that plain rotation. 1, 2, 3. All the way around. Now you will, as I said, start to run out of wire, and I'm going to be showing you how we add in a moment. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just straighten that out a little bit. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to cut this little tail off as well now because we don't need that anymore. So you're starting to see how that's looking now. Okay, starting to get that sort of shape, that angle. Okay. We were on to 7, so now we're on 8. So let's go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, 7, 8. Popping it on. Everyone's gone very quiet. Are you just watching, or just like, well, everyone all right? Making sure we keep that shape as we go. Making sure, obviously, the wider you get, the more you just have to be a little bit more controlled. Making sure they're sitting in that correct direction, that your shape is how you want it to be. It's also very easy to pull a shape distort the shape, if you see what I mean, like, because this wire is nice and malleable. It's a little bit, even though it's a 1.25, it is soft, so it does you know, it can move if you don't control it. Excuse me. And then across. So 1, 2, and 3, and then across 1 and 2 and 3. So you can see we've got this coming out really nicely now. So we've got everything in place. So we were on 8. So let's go along to 9. So 2, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 4, 7, 8, and 9. We're concentrating. So placing it across, making sure it sits nice and in that position, and along 1, 2, 3, across the back. Now I've found normally that I normally make it about halfway and then have to add in, and that's fine. I am going to be showing you how to add in, because I do think it's very important. You know, you don't want to be using a horrific amount of wire to just try and not have to add in. This works as an add in. But what is nice is I'm hoping you can see when I turn it over, there's support across the back. So it's something that you can see here as well, that there's support across the back for these beads. So that's giving it a base to sit on, as well as supporting them at the front. Still here watching intently. Oh, I hope your mum's okay, Joanne. Sorry, coffee is needed. My husband's just gone now. He's if you did see me waving a bit weirdly earlier, he's just snuck off out because he's off to help the club set up. So yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what? No, and this is where when you lose concentration, you forget how many you did. So I feel like I did 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So just pop them all on. I just like doing it this way. I feel like I have more control. The weather has taken a turn again. It's gone grey and it's gone a bit windy sounding by the sound of it. And I did actually give my son a bus ticket this morning because I didn't want him to have to go out ride his bike in the rain. We heard it this morning. It was torrential this morning. You know, I was like, yeah, we'll get him a bus ticket. He rides to school. But I was like, no. Good morning, Herb Gardner, fairy grandmother. Wow. Good morning from Florida. Oh, thank you. 2, 3, and then we're going to just go up. I'll go one more. So we were on 10, weren't we? So 2, 3, all the way around. 1, 2, and 3. So now we're coming up to 10. So we did 10, so we're now on to 11. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, and anyone joining me at this precise moment, this isn't a how to count session. It's me trying to add beads. Right, so we're on to 11 now. So again, just making sure that when you place them, that you get them all sitting nice and as they should. And holding them steady. 1, 2, and 3. We can see my wire is running a lot shorter now, which is to be expected. So we're going across to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Now I feel like I'm going to do one more rotation, so I've only got a little bit less. So what I'm going to do is come around to here and I'm going to go 1 and 2. I'm just going to finish it at 2 and then I can add in. Now note the direction that the wire's gone in, because then you can continue that. So cut that there. So I did 2. My mum had a nasty fall early hours. Oh no, Joanne, taking the hospital, just waiting to hear results of a CAT scan. She'll be home or staying in. Well, you know, sending lots of hopeful healing wishes, and hopefully she'll be okay. Hope she's all right. Sorry to hear that. Okay, just using the last bit of this wire here. My car needed to go into the garage. My son dropped it and went to school on bus. As his bus, he's got a bus pass after school. Pick up the car too. Oh, nice. Double job there then, Mina. Okay, so remember I noted that my wire was going in this direction. Wasn't it? And I did 3. Where were we? Oh, have I picked up on the wrong? No, that is right. And yeah, it was going up. Hang on, I've gone out and whacked myself. No, nope. So I want this wire, so I'm placing it so I can place it so it can go 1 and 2. A little extra wrap won't hurt, and it can come back down the back now and go 1, 2, 3. So this is me adding new wire in. So I've blended it back in up here with a couple of extra wraps, and now I'm back into that pattern, and my wire is back at the front ready to add my beads, and it's next to a splash of wire. So I've got my pattern back. Okie dokie. So we were on 11, so let's just go for 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Savannah has just come in. Benny is in her bed. There we go. For anyone who's new, I have a French bulldog, and she is known as Princess Snore-a-Lot. Hello, baby girl. And she's just, I have 3 dogs, but Savannah likes to sit there. She boots the others out. Benny was there, but he's been removed. 1, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. I feel it's 11. I don't know. I've lost count now, but it's fine. We'll add one more on. And we'll keep it at 12, and then we'll start bouncing back, because otherwise, you know, we're not going to get to see the bounce back. So I've gotten here now, keeping that tail in place. Keep it all nice and steady. And then 1, 2, 3, and then all the way back down. So 1, 2, and 3. Now you could carry on and go up as high as you want it to go. I'm going to just kind of leave it at this because I want to come back down. So what I'm going to do now is just come in with my pliers and bounce this slightly at an angle, just to sort of be able to get that diamond in back down. And what I'm doing here is I'm bringing the wires together, but I'm going to just, like a giant diamond really. So I'm going to place that in the middle, and I'm going to basically reduce. So now we need to reverse it. I'm saying just sending some love. That's lovely. So we're going to come back down to 11 now. So 4. So what have we got here? We've just gone 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. There we go. Okay. So now I'm just going to reduce my pattern. Now on my bracelets, I could go up to like 13. It really doesn't matter. But obviously, the more you do, the more sort of height you're going to have here. But as I said to you, you don't actually have to go so subtle in your sort of pattern. You could go up in 2s if you wanted to. You could kind of go like 2, 4, 6, 8. You know, it's completely up to you. As long as it looks nice and smooth in its pattern, that's the main thing. Okay, so we're just reversing back down now. Just keeping it nice and steady. Keeping an eye on... Oh, so we see a mistake that I've made here. I did not do... Oh, darn it. Right, okay, let's say this happens. It's annoying. I don't want to do everything. So what I'm actually going to do is be a bit cheeky. I'm going to take a scrap of this wire. And I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. And I'm just going to... Don't do this if you really... And, you know, but this is something you could do. I'm actually just going to be... Because I don't want to undo it. And I don't... you know, we're in the middle of a demo. I don't really want to have to redo that one bit. So I'm actually going to just be a bit cheeky. Go 1, 2, 3 with a bit of scrap wire and then blend it in here. This is just a little scrap piece of wire, and I go 1, 2, and 3, and no one will ever know. All right, don't do this unless you kind of have a choice, but you know, I'm all about an options girl. Make sure that if you do that, you cut it nice and keep it nice, and there we go. Just blend those ends. Let's blend that end in there, and obviously the end where you started, make sure when you push that down, you cut it nice and close, and afterwards we will be going over with our pliers any points that we've made, any kind of add-ins, just making sure that wire is nice and smooth. That's a really only if you're really desperate, but it can be done. Your wire breaks, something like that happens, you can patch fix it. But obviously, it's best to not miss it. But then you're also not going to be demoing like I am. I don't know, maybe you are. So I'm going back into this now, and I'm going to just bring this pattern back down. 1, 2, 3. Now, weaving downwards into that V shape, that diamond shape, is notoriously trickier than weaving into it when it widens out. So it's just about being patient, taking your time, and just controlling that shape. So that's 11. So now we want 10. So we've got 2, 4, 5. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, bless her. Hope she's okay, Joanne. It's not easy, is it? Okay, so just going into this, keeping it steady. And as I said, it is a bit trickier when your wires are coming downwards, as opposed to when they're opening out. So just take that time, just keep an eye on it, keep checking it, keep making sure it's staying in the position that you want it to be, that the shape is as you want it to be, it hasn't distorted, because it's very easy for it to change without you realizing, but trickier for you to go back and fix. Okay, so we did 10. So again, I'm just manipulating those wires. I am kind of going a lot by eye, just like that shape. 10. I'm going to go back into sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. So back onto 9. All the way across. So we're just going to be bringing this down. And obviously you want it to sort of naturally graduate down and be that sort of balanced shape. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Remember to do that splash in the middle. 1, 2, 3. I guess the trick I just showed you where I put that extra splash in is great if you've gone along and done that whole bangle and then realize that there's one bit that you've done that on, you know how you could quickly kind of fix it if needed. Okay, so we were on 9, so let's just quickly get these reduced back down. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay. And then I just want to obviously show you the ends and how you can finish the ends off nicely. So 1, 2, and 3 straight across the back. Make sure it stays in its shape. 1, 2, and 3. Roll it around. 1, 2, and 3. Roll it around. That's just what I like to do. 1, 2, and 3. So what was that? That was 8. So now I want to go for 7. 2, 3, 7. Okay, straight across. And these beads are just absolutely stunning. And obviously anyone who's worked with hematite will know it has such a gorgeous weight to it, such a lovely feel to it. So it really adds weight and sort of texture to this bracelet, and sort of a tactileness to it, which is just really great. Oh, we've got some kind of helicopters going on now. It's all going on in Bristol. Okay, so 7. 2, 4, 6. Benny is now starting to bark. Now, the rain is back. It's going to be a lovely day. 3, straight across. 1, 2, 3, straight across. And we are just basically bouncing it straight back down, and we will finish it the same way we started it. So you would finish it 1, 2, 3. So we've gotten to 7. See, I'm very aware of the time, so I'm actually going to just kind of show you the finish of one side, and you obviously would just repeat it. So we've got to 7, 2. Benny's just barked at the window. Savs is gone. 2, 4, 6. Now see, that 6 is not the same size. So if it happens and you think it's not working, you can just size it so it works. You know, go across. I'm going to go to original. So we're going to just go 1, 2, 3. Okay, and when you get to the bottom, you just simply don't add beads and you close it off the same way. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to skip just to show you how you do it, because I want to show you the ending of it. So let's just grab a little scrap piece of wire. So let's say I've added on these wires and we're down to here. You're just simply going to continue, but without adding your beads. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, straight across. 1, 2, 3, behind the back. 1, 2, 3, straight across. So hopefully you can see what I mean. You would just, as you started with the wires closed, you finish with those wires closed. And that's all you would do. So I'm not going to do that, but that's because otherwise we won't have enough time. But hopefully you can kind of see there. And what's also great is you can almost kind of push this out so it becomes really 3D. Okay, so we can see that coming together, and that's a gorgeous combination just there. So let's just show you the end. So obviously you do this on both sides. Now what you could do is simply just do a coil, but I just like to go a little bit fancy. So have a bit of fun. This wire, look how soft and easy to manage this wire is. So I'm just going to do a swirl. Benny. And I quite like to lock them. So I'm going to bring that wire from behind into the front, so that I can also swirl. There is no rules with this. I'd like to point out very clearly right now, there are no rules. So what you choose to do is up to you. Both of mine look different. I just wanted to basically finish them in a nice way. Take you around those pliers, give that a little twirl, and then place that down maybe behind. I like to quite interlock it, because then I feel like it's got a bit more stability to it. Take your pliers, you can flatten it a little bit. And then this here, I'm going to just roll. So again, it really is however you want. I would just say if you wanted them to be symmetrical, do one bit on one side and then go to the other side and repeat. Otherwise you'll lose track of what your finishings were. But you just want it to basically be nice. And because this is a heavier gauge that is like set already, just by, I don't know if you saw, just taking my flat nose pliers or chain nose pliers and just giving that a little flatten, that locks that in. Now, if for any reason you felt like you wanted to add a clasp, you 100% could. I would add it to maybe say a closed section. So you see this bit here, and you've enough wire here to make a clasp if you felt you wanted that additional strength. But you've got this here. You would repeat that on the other side. Let me go over to this one that obviously is already done. To form it, I don't even, some people might say, well, I'm going to use like a mandrel, and you can get bracelet mandrels. I love the oval one because to me that's more realistic. A wrist is more oval than round, so I prefer the oval one. You don't have to use a mandrel. You can use anything. You can use something that's round, and then I just don't like round. I like it to be that ovally shape. It is an oval. It isn't a round shape, and you can use your hands to do that. Push out that section just here. There's your finished bracelet. Obviously, we would do that with this one. I haven't completely finished the other side, but you can still manipulate that around. You can see how that would look. That's going to look beautiful when that's finished. And I will quickly finish it because I just think I've come this far. Just a bit mad not to. But look, as soon as you sort of push that around and form that shape, how gorgeous is that? No, it's not finished, but look at that for a gorgeous combination. See how it just sits really lovely across the back of the wrist there. So a really great, easy, I think it's an easy make, you know, just take your time, focus, and very easy, just have a bit of fun with. And yeah, don't forget, check out the kits. You buy your wire bases, which is your 70 centimeters of your 1.25 in either gold or silver. And it is that gorgeous champagne gold tone. And then, of course, your 3 meters of your 0.5 wire. Then you can go ahead and choose your discounted price of your hematite faceted squares in either silver green plate. In either, where's it gone? I was looking at the main page just very quickly, just to remind you. So you can get your choose from your hematite that are discounted to £3.50, or your blue plated, green gold, light blue, or silver pink plated, which are currently discounted to £4.50. I hope you have a go at this if you like the design. Don't forget, exclusive, first time we've gotten this 1.25 mil wire in this gorgeous gold. Gorgeous combination. Would love to see your makes if you do have a go. And I will see, oh my goodness, what I've got next week. All I'm going to say, it was a huge trend, and I'm super excited to be bringing it to you next Friday. So I will be back next Friday with you, but on the in-between, you will, of course, have the gorgeous Natalie joining you on Monday and on Wednesday. As always, everyone, I hope you have a lovely weekend and do something fun, even if the weather is rubbish. And I will see you all next Friday.